What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new thing called Knights of the Hollow Table. I'm Kyle, and I am with my good buddy. What's your name? Kris.
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 Kris. Kris.
So-
My name is Kris. I have a name. I'm not Star Wars Sis.
It's not Star Wars Sis. His name's Kris.
Yeah, it's Kris.
He runs the Star Wars Sis Instagram page, and obviously I'm with Top Shelf Nerds. We're doing this Knights of the Hollow Table because we thought it'd be fun, where we play video games, talk about Star Wars things, maybe play Star Wars video games, play different video games. But today,
It's a midlife crisis. Tell them the truth.
it's that's really what it is.
I can't afford a Corvette, so I'm doing this.
So, do you think the Star Wars animated shows just... Okay, I guess it's a loaded question, but do you think the animated shows are better than live action shows? TV shows. I didn't say movies.
But what
TV
are we
shows.
comparing them to? Like Mandalorian?
Well, like Mando, Boba, Ahsoka, Andor, like all the ones we've gotten.
Yeah. It's not better than season 1 Mando. And season 2, it's not better than Andor. But it's good.
Yeah, see, I think season 1 Mando is like peak
Yeah.
Star Wars TV.
I mean, that was
And
the
then it all kinda
grab.
went downhill
That was
from
the
there.
grab right there. That's like the shock. Boom! Bringing back everybody back to life. Because it's fresh and new.
It was fresh and new, and it
Kind of was like
a
a little
new
Yoda,
character.
but, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But still.
I mean, yeah, a little
A
baby
little
Yoda.
baby Yoda. Someone look a little familiar.
Everybody called Baby Yoda.
for a while.
Yeah, whatever, it's fine. Other thing about Helldivers, because we're gonna switch back talking about video game real quick. The particle effects in this game are
Yeah.
unreal. Like the explosions, they're so satisfying because they look so.
And the
good.
blizzards.
Uh,
Come on.
The blizzards, the weather
Sandstorm.
effects. We'll maybe get to some of
Yeah.
those. We're just doing this one mission now, and we got this other guy with us. But the other thing they brought back in the game, if you haven't played this, is like the blood and gore stays on your character the more missions you play. So as you play, it just stays on. The weapons are great. I mean, overall, like this game is really
Yeah.
pretty solid for some good gameplay. It brings in the mixture of Halo meets Gears of War meets Warhammer meets Starship Troopers, and there's nothing wrong with all those.
Here we go. Warhammer. Warhammer. I love Warhammer.
Kris
Yeah.
is not a Warhammer fan.
Bro, did you used to build those when you were little? Like those little statues?
No.
You didn't play the tabletop?
So I didn't do any of that
No.
stuff until I came to Georgia and went to college. A lot of people in my hometown weren't really nerds.
Yeah.
So when I came here, I kind of met my people. and we played war. I never owned my own army, but I helped paint because I'm an artist, so I love
Yeah.
painting them. And I played tabletop with some friends, like their houses and stuff, but not like competitively or
Yeah.
anything. Oh god, I hate these chargers. Oh what? You killed me!
It's the
oh my
art.
god! See this? So this is
Yeah.
what happens typically in the game. Kris constantly kills me all the time when he doesn't agree with something I'm doing.
Always
so.
two they are. No more, no less. I got my buddy here. I'm not bringing you back. I'm sorry. You're the weak one. No,
There's just two.
yeah.
You're weak, pathetic.
Yeah.
You want this, don't you? You want this.
Yeah, we gotta farm though.
Yes.
We gotta farm these samples.
There we go.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, so you also have to get samples to upgrade your
Yeah.
ship, samples to, because the more you upgrade your ship, the faster you respawn, the faster your stratagems respawn, the more you have at your disposal to kill bugs or automatons. But it's a very cool game. Like right now we just have the bugs and we have the, I don't know, I guess you would call them robots,
Mhm.
right? But
Sometimes.
did you see this? So somebody took a screenshot of one of the automaton died. It said the automaton has died and has gone back to civilian life
Oh, as a spy? The one that said like, oh, it's a spy? Yeah.
as a spy. Yeah, that's kind of wild. It seems like they're gonna add like more lore into this
Mhm.
game, which is really cool. I think there's a lot more to this game than meets the eye. They might add more stuff, but we don't have any. Like we keep seeing vehicles, we keep seeing.
You know what I
other
think they're
stuff.
gonna do? They're gonna probably go to Earth, and like we're gonna be fighting instead of like on their terrain. We're gonna be fighting like in buildings, kind of like a battlefield look. Yeah.
Maybe, but I think the idea here is maybe to push them as far away from Super Earth as possible. But then, like, we also saw those invisible ships that are floating around, like the automaton world and stuff. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Maybe they push back, really hard and get close to Super Earth.
And Matt.
But it's nice how it's like a team effort.
But imagine if Star Wars made a game like this. Come on.
Well,
Come on.
Okay, so hang on. I'll hold you there because you actually did post a reel that showed how Battlefront 2 and this are similar-ish.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not like, hey, we're just gonna go kill a bunch of Geonos and
all day,
bugs or whatever, right? Yeah, I mean that would be fun, but the one thing we got to learn about Star Wars, though, it's not like, I guess within the Star Wars universe. I mean, I guess if you were to do this, right, it would probably be like a Helldivers. It would be Geonosis, and then what, like just battle droids and battle droids and stuff, right? Like droid armory, right? See, now we got a Storm coming in, so you get an Ion Storm.
Yeah.
It'll block your stratagem, so you can't call them in. So they've added these weather effects, which are really cool. But I mean, I guess if Star Wars did make a game like this, what would it look like?
I would hope it looks something like, at least like the co-op wise. I mean, you don't have to always do I mean, it is a multiplayer, but like against each other. It'd be better like you guys versus whatever faction.
Oh, so okay, so I see what you're saying. Like, so instead of being PvP, PvE, like this, where you're actually having to work together. Yeah, like you having to work together, and you're not having to like fight each other and like be like at each other's throats and like call and do stuff.
I mean, then again,
I need you to turn the thing. So we have objectives in Helldivers 2 where you like have to get in here, use a terminal, and then your teammate will have to turn something, move something, if tell them which direction to turn it, and then it'll activate a secondary switch or trigger for the screen. So it does encourage teamwork significantly in this.
I don't know what that is. Oh shit, that guy died. He's gonna be like, oh, you heard him?
Yeah, he killed by his own laser.
Tell me when.
Alright, hang on. Keep going. No, other way. Keep going. And we're good. Wait, alignment, what? Oh, okay, there we go.
Let's go.
Okay, and I guess so you have more faith in animation than you do live action at this point.
The stories have been better, I mean...
But the funny thing is, if the story's written by Dave Filoni and animated, right? Like, why aren't they letting him write the stories for live action? It's always been asked as well, too, can Dave do live action? He does animation.
Yeah, but he's, like, pulled by all these sides. It's kind of hard. You can't be doing all these projects at once.
So, I think, obviously, Disney's hitting some budget constraints. Their movies aren't performing well. Even the TV shows haven't been performing well on Disney Plus. So they've pulled back. So do you think it's more... I think we would all want more quality over quantity.
Yeah.
It's nice that we get all these shows, but we'd rather have quality over quantity. So if they went back to maybe pulling back on so much quantity and more quality, then Dave can hyper-focus. Do we really think Dave Filoni is like the savior of Star Wars to really like write everything and do everything?
I don't know.
I mean, I think a combination of him and Favreau, like what we saw in Mando season 1, I think was them working really well together and doing something really cool. So I think it can work.
Yeah, I mean, of course it can work. Anything can work. But just like how they're saying, people are kind of complaining with Mandu and Grogu, like 2026. I'm like, if you get it fast, it's gonna be shit. I'm sure they saw from their last season, they're like, hey, we got to pull it back a little bit and actually add a little more taste into this. Because last season, come on.
Also,
last season was kind of like,
it was whack.
But the Praetorian Guards against what's the dude's name? Where they sliced them up. That was an amazing scene.
Oh my gosh.
That shit was like, okay.
What's his name?
Actually, Dave.
You talking about the guy that John Favreau plays.
Hold on.
Oh god, what's his name?
Oh,
we'll figure it out. I'll put
Paz
it right here
Vizsla,
somewhere on the screen.
I don't know.
Paz Vizsla? Not Paz Vizsla.
No.
No, I don't know. Anyway, the big blue guy with the machine gun.
Yeah, that's.
We all know who we're talking about. It's hard to remember all these freaking characters' names. Like, we're not Star Wars encyclopedias.
Not really. I didn't.
Although some people
Honestly,
act
like
they are.
after season 2, Amanda, I was like, eh.
So after Luke comes in, badass hallway
Yeah.
scene trying to match his dad, right? I mean, and that was cool to see Luke at that power level. I think it was really cool to see him like in that moment.
Little
like
Legends, Luke.
they really, yeah, they set it up well, right? Like they all struggle with the Dark Troopers, and like he comes in and he's like, boom, check it out, and he just crushes them. It was really cool to see that version of Luke. Like that was really fun. They did a really good job of keeping it under wraps. So it was a nice way to end. But it's funny how like you end on that note and then season 3 happens. And I think season 3 started out okay. Nobody minds Bo-Katan. People love Bo-Katan. But I think the way it ended was just awful.
Yeah.
When even in the middle was very weird. I don't know. It's just TV shows have just not been. I think we had a golden age of TV for a while that was really good, and here lately it's just been It's okay.
That's why anime is doing better.
But we've also come to anime is doing better, but it's also we've come to expect so much with TV shows. And
I
video
mean,
games, let's face
obviously,
it.
TV shows are the new movies, really.
But yeah, I mean, when you have TV shows costing billions of dollars, or like, first season of Rings of Power, well, $1 billion.
Okay,
season.
so what?
It's like, what?
I know you're a Lord of the Rings guy. What did you think of that season?
Like,
Come on, bro. That was a good show. And I'm not even a huge I love Lord of the Rings, but I'm not a huge fan.
But you didn't read any of the books, right?
No, I never read the books.
So
Nobody got time for
that's
that.
what we
Come
get
on,
into.
bro. Boy, maybe audio.
That's where I think,
maybe I'll throw an audio book in there.
Actually, Andy Serkis did audiobooks for all the Lord of the Rings books, and they're really good. Because he did all the voices and everything. Exactly. But I think that's even video games. Getting back to game because we're gaming, but we've come to expect so much from the entertainment because it's just gotten better and better and better. But then you have something like this where it goes, hey, you know what? We're gonna do the simple things well. They just went back to basics. You know what? Make it fun. Throw some bugs in, have some fun, big explosions. And then the way that they even sprinkle in the manage democracy, prove to yourself, all this fun, just Starship Trooper vibe is really cool. This is, I think, what we've been wanting from video games, because some of these video games, man, even with Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, some of these games that take you 60 hours just to beat the story. But I don't know.
What do you consider? You consider
that's the
60
thing,
hours
everybody's different.
too little?
No, that's too much.
Too much. Okay.
I think I mean, Grand Theft Auto is what it is, but when you had a Zelda game where it's hey, look, there's just sometimes it's too much. I think GTA is easily managed because the maps decently it's pretty big, but it's manageable. And you have cars and stuff to get around if you really wanted to fly around. GTA Online has been doing so well for so long.
I know. How old's that game already?
Because it's just over 5 years old for sure. I'm not 100% sure on the time of the GTA, but I know this one. I'm not sure. And you and I talked about this playing this game. I don't know how long Helldivers will last. At it's kind of peak right now. And I think that's why they're slowly introducing some things here and there. I mean, what the level cap was 50, and you're about to hit 50, and they go, oh, by the way, it's now it's
150. Double that. Double down.
Yeah, they just went ahead and said, you know what's 150. But I love how they named the highest levels privates. It's pretty funny. Super private or something like that in private.
Yeah, they have cool names like Commander and oh, wait a minute, I'm a commander? You go tell my wife, babe, guess what? That's right, I'm a commander.
I'm a commander.
And she's like, all right, go do the dishes, commander.
Go do
the dishes, commander. Oh, I just got it.
Okay.
Can't say the word, but I just got
close the bug holes.
You know what they're saying? Yeah, don't close the bug holes, because the more you're gonna close, the more you're gonna get. Yeah,
Oh,
they
really?
said leave them open.
Wait, Who's they?
The creator, whatever, I don't know, the makers or whatever. Yeah, they were just telling people like, hey, you know, if you want to, yeah, if you do it, you're gonna get more. Yeah. Oh shit, where's my stuff?
That's like the
I know.
opposite
That's
of
what I thought.
they trained you to do. Oh, so they lied to us the whole time. So it's really not democracy. It's more like a dictatorship.
Lied.
Communism.
I lied.
They lied. The Empire. So the mech is better now. I see that. Like, it's not blowing up in my face.
Well,
right
that what's that guy called? The one that rams you all the time. The big one. The Charger. Yeah. The Charger used to one-hit it. Now I can't one-hit it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, at least, I mean, you're working pretty hard to get this thing.
Yeah.
So let's make it worth it.
Yeah.
And then we have what I think they should, or they've leaked 2 mechs coming out for this, which is cool. But this is fun. I mean, this mech, the aim seems better.
Shit, dude.
Yeah, it feels better. I'm out of bullets now. Oh, cool. Just rockets. Can you melee with it? Oh yeah, we can step on stuff. Haha. So the mech, you can't get the mech when you start out, but you get the mech at level 25.
At 25?
And I'm guessing, yeah. I'm guessing now, I'm out of ammo for both, so. I guess now, like with all the levels up to 150.
That's crazy. 150. I was kind of excited, like, oh, I'm gonna max out. No, like, not today, boy.
Nope. You got close, and they're like, nope. That's we're changing it now.
That dream you were having. Sorry.
About being level 50. You thought you were on the top.
I talked to my kid, like, guess what, guys? You know, like, it'll be a big day tomorrow for me. Like, what, Dad?
What got you into Star Wars? And when did you get into Star Wars?
Well, the comics. I mean, the comics I read when I was a kid. I can remember the Knights of the Old Republic.
So comics first, not movies?
Yeah, I mean, movies I saw, but, like, comics brought me in. Because the stories are so, like, the legend stuff is so rich. You know what I mean? Like, I was just like, you know how some things you can read and it's kind of like, and then other things you can actually picture. Yeah, so. Got this guy in here like, oi, bingo.
Hey, he can't hear us. He can't hear us talking. He's like, hey, what you doing?
¿Qué va a hacer? ¿Qué te pasa, man? But yeah, comics did it for me.
But,
yeah.
I've actually never had someone tell me, like, the comics is what got him into Star Wars.
I mean, I don't want to sound like a little Annie and shit, but we didn't grow up rich. You know, we couldn't go to movies like that. So we'd go to get a comic, $3, you know, read it. Here you go, kid. Sit down on the couch.
I remember when comics used to be $3.
Or $1.99.
Shit.
Back in my day.
Back in my day, I used to go get dollar comics at the comic stand, the newsstand, you know.
Yeah, but you gotta remember too, the movies.
Well, now when you go to our age, hang on, I'm gonna.
Whoa.
I'm dropping a bomb on my body. So this is what you can do in Helldivers if you know you're about to die. Just drop a 500 bomb on your body. Yep. See, you just went off in the distance over there. I don't know if it killed anything, but it went off. And there is friendly fire, so you know, it's always fun to do that.
Damn.
Sometimes. Like if you see Kris over there, I can shoot him.
Yeah, don't do it right now, bro. I'm getting.
See him?
Whoa.
If someone's not spreading democracy, they need to be exterminated.
The arc kind of is way better now because it pushes them back. Whoa. I'm about to say that and die.
I thought it was like a one-shot kill or something.
Yeah, it is if you hit it like that.
But you're saying it pushes
them
them
back? Yeah, it kind of like staggers them a little bit.
Oh, that's cool.
Damn, bro. Yeah, this mission is taking a little too long.
It is. I am gonna die again. Oh my gosh! Not today. I love all the little sayings they threw in this game too. Liberty never sleeps. There's just a lot of cool details they added. I think that's why like they were able to keep it simple but focus on the good stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's what just makes it like some people might say, oh, it doesn't have enough. Well, you don't have to pay for all your armor. You can if you want to, but you can earn everything in this game. You don't have to pay for it.
Yeah, in the game.
It's nice.
What about the price? I mean, that's what makes the game.
$40. $40. So this is Knights of the Hollow Table, and we highly recommend Helldivers 2.
I mean, it's a no-brainer.
If you have not played this game, you're missing out.
You don't got the money, take out a loan, bro. Take out a loan for that $40.
Take out a loan for $40. Tell your parents to do some chores.
Mow the lawn.
If you're going through a midlife crisis, like this is our midlife crisis, is doing a podcast for you, playing video games.
I made it, Mom.
Look at me. I'm killing bugs, sir. Killing so many bugs.
All right, we can.
So if that's how you got into Star Wars, I mean, I got into Star Wars. I think I kind of seem like you. I mean, we didn't have a whole bunch of money, so we weren't always at the movies. But my dad took me to see. I don't know. I think I saw Empire Strikes Back first, or maybe it was the original Star Wars. I think my dad took me to go see the original Star Wars when it re-released in the '90s. And that's after I watched it, I was hooked. And I didn't have a lot of comic shops near me, so I didn't really get to read a lot of the comics. But ever since I watched New Hope, I had my parents go and buy the VHS tapes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember I got that at Costco.
VHS
Those gold
tapes.
one. You remember the gold one? Came with that bagger.
So I had my parents get me the trilogy on VHS, and I think my mom said I watched it so many times that it stopped working. So I watched the behind the scenes on the VHS tapes and everything. I just loved it. And then after that, I think KOTOR was my next massive Star Wars experience. I had got my wisdom teeth out, and we had only 2 TVs, and we had the Xboxes in my parents' room. It was like limited time back in the day, and we were like laid up in bed for a few days or whatever, and I just played KOTOR for the longest time. It was so good. I just remember playing that, and the funny thing about KOTOR is I think every character in that game is new. They're all new characters in the original Star Wars story, but because it was BioWare. I mean, I know they did Mass Effect, which was also a great video game, but KOTOR 2, and then KOTOR Online, the stories are just so good. Like, where is BioWare? Get back on it. Like,
yeah, and you had the option to pick the story. It's not like it was just like, here you go, this is what we're gonna feed you. You kind of made the story.
Yeah, you get to pick your path, light side, dark side. You can kind of balance both if you want a little bit. I like how it rewarded you too. Like if you went full light side, you get like a Jedi version of the Revan robes. You went full dark side, you got the dark side, the black robes. But I really liked just BioWare's storytelling. The cinematics were great. I mean, KOTOR Online cinematics were just so good.
But it kind of like when I saw the trailer for the first time, I was like, damn, I'm gonna get this game. And you play the game, you're like, wait a minute, dude. Bro,
it looks nothing like that.
You just sent me a Wish game.
But that's how games used to be.
You sent me a Wish.
But that's how games used to be. The cinematics were always, something you would. I think, even with my sons, because I have teenagers, right? They don't watch cinematics. Like they were playing Halo one time. Like, what are you doing? You skipping the story? I don't care. They just skip it.
I just want to play multiplayer.
They just want to play multiplayer. It's like the multiplayer COD slide generation. Like here's the exosuit. Danger close. Danger close. There we go. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh shit! You just knocked the ship out. Oh no! I thought.
What?
No! I thought that was the ship coming down to get us. I'm like, yo, bro, what are you doing, bro, Papo? We gotta get out of here, buddy. We ain't got no time, bro. We ain't no.
We gotta leave.
We ain't no tacos down here, dog.
Some bug tacos, bug meat tacos.
Let's go.
That'd be pretty fun. So, after comics and stuff, what made you want to start a Star Wars Instagram? Like, what made you even want to think about Instagram?
Bro, when people hear this thing, I'm like, what? So, I was into it, and then I remember this one comic strip I had to have. It was the painting some guy did. I forgot it. Damn, I can't remember the artist. Where it's Boba Fett with carbonated Han and Vader in the background, and bro, no one who I knew like cared about Star Wars is like, you're like, what? You like Star Wars? Like, you didn't have anybody. So when Instagram came out, you had a group of other
found your
my people that obviously don't live in Miami, but they lived in other areas, and I posted it, and it just kind of like hit, and they're like, "Damn, that's cool." Where other people are just like, "Bro, why would you get that on your fucking quad?" Like, dude, come on, stop doing drugs.
Oh, it's like when you're getting tattoos.
Yeah. I was getting tattoos, and I was like, "Oh, I'll just post it." I posted it, and people were like, "Oh." Then I started posting artwork I liked, because back then it was like you posted artwork. It wasn't memes. It wasn't that. It was just artwork. So I post artwork, and people like.
It was just like cool Star Wars artwork.
So artists would contact me, "Hey man, can you post my my art?" I'm like, "Of course." I posted it, and it just started growing and growing and growing. So that's like, it's no like magic story. That wasn't like, one night I thought of making a page. It was just more of to connect with other Star Wars fans. I dreamed to have fans that were Star Wars fans too. Yeah, because my friends, come on, bro. My friends are MMA fighters. They don't. I tell them Star Wars is like, bro, we're listening to some salsa music, bro. We don't want to hear that shit right now. Like, we don't want to hear that.
I think a lot of people have the same kind of story. Like, it's funny, like, it just shows you how big the world is. It shows you how big the country is, and even the cities and states you live in, right? Like, you can be a big Star Wars fan and not meet a Star Wars fan sometimes. Yeah, as big as Star Wars is.
Well, right? No, not now. Now it's a little more different. Because you can see moms in cars wearing, "I have 3 Baby Yodas on board" and shit. Like, what? Back then, you put that...
It could be from... You think it's because of Grogu?
Yeah. Trust me, Mandalorian brought, like, a whole, like, new generation.
But it wasn't because Mandalorian focused on, like, a female narrative only kind of thing, right? It was just a really good Star Wars story that had like cute little baby Yoda that everybody called. I mean, how long? Like the whole first season, it was all Baby Yoda, Baby Yoda, Baby Yoda, right? And that little character blew up. And to be honest with you, I think they could have done a different character. I think it shouldn't have been maybe the same species as Yoda. Maybe they have a plan for that.
Yeah, cloning.
I don't know. Cloning. Yeah. So I think it had strong female character leads. It had strong male leads. It was just a really good story, right? And that's what matters. It doesn't matter who the lead sometimes is. It just matters if it's a good story. And I think that's what Mando did. But, and I know when Disney acquired Star Wars.
They stole. Where's my... You're like, "George Lucas, you're going to hand this over Star Wars right now."
All right, here we go. This is going to be an eradication.
Yeah, it's a little better. Little fast pace.
Yeah, you get to see some crazy action this time.
Yeah, I didn't know.
This is when kind of like
when you type on the pad now, it shows like he's typing. That's pretty dope. A little thing they did.
What about here?
What do you mean on the pad?
You know how like if you're not talking, chatting, people just use the keypad, like on the controller. You put.
Oh yeah, more so.
Yeah, PC guys. So now he holds up his arm like if he's looking at a data pad on his arm and types. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool. So for an extermination loadout, same thing. You kind of want some stratagems that are your offensive stratagems, right, from the ship. You want something more widespread, like a 500 and a laser, really good. And then you probably want to do a turret. So a Gatling turret, probably your best because it's more hyper-focused on killing stuff. Mortar turrets are not great for exterminations. They used to be. But now it's like...
Death trap. It's a death trap.
No! they're death traps. Yeah, it's straight up just... So, obviously Kris is going with laser, 2 Gatling turrets, and you're doing your shield. No, you're doing the...
Yeah, the guard dog. This is laser.
I'm going to do the guard... Yeah, see, I'm going to do guard dog, 2 offensives. And you can always talk about this stuff, too. That's why this game is kind of hyper strategy. You can always like plan like, hey, I'm gonna do this, you do this. You can kind of counter each other or help each other out. But I think that's the cool thing about this game is you can play different every time, different type of stuff, different things. You can change your loadout every time too if you want.
Yeah, but you always get that one guy like, "I'm gonna bomb everybody in this vicinity, run."
Sometimes you get a little bomb happy, a little trigger happy.
Yeah, now
it
now
happens.
it's percentages.
It happens to all of us.
Before it used to be like an amount of number. Now it's saying percentages. I don't know if you noticed that.
What percentage?
See how it says kill bugs percentage wise?
Yeah, it used to be like what
350?
300 something
Yeah.
or 2 something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
So now it's like, hey, we're not gonna give you a
Yeah.
number. You just gotta keep fighting, bro.
Gotta fight, bro.
Just
We'll
gotta
let
keep
you
fighting,
know when
bro.
you're done.
So most of these are circular, so you can set up your turrets pretty much anywhere. The biggest thing with the extractions or the exterminations, whatever you want to call them, they're stay out the circle.
Yeah. Stay out the line of fire.
Stay, well, yeah, because all the bugs just go to the circles. Like that's just what happens. It's interesting though your comment about closing the bug holes. Like it brings more. That's just
Well, it
weird.
did. The more I don't know. That's what they said. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, they said like once you start closing.
Oh, also, the turrets.
Kills you.
Turrets will kill friendly
Friendly
friendly fire. So as you can see with T4 over there, yeah. You have to be very muzzle awareness is key in this game.
I just spray and pray, bro. Spray and pray.
Just shoot everywhere, bro. There's definitely some Gears of War influence in this game though, with all the holes and closing the bug hole. Like this is like essentially horde mode in Gears of War.
Hold on, I got some grenades over here.
And I know this is still on hard.
Is it? A little easier than the hard.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's just because
I'm too good?
I mean,
yeah,
it's
I
not-
know. Gotta take my talent somewhere else.
the ego settles in. Now you get to hear the real Kris,
Yes.
right?
Good.
Good. Have you ever heard the tragedy of the Helldiver?
35% now. Okay.
Darth Plagueis, the Helldiver.
Come on.
Alright, so would you want a Plagueis story in Star
Yeah,
Wars?
Tales of the Sith, man. I mean,
So you think Tales of the Sith is what we need, and then that should be the thing to give us an animated, maybe Plagueis,
yeah, they can kind of
not live
they
action.
can kind of give us like in the midst of Phantom Menace, you know? Because you know how like they said like, oh, Plagueis was trying to meet Anakin during Phantom Menace.
Ah.
So that'd be a
Like maybe he shows up in Tatooine and he sees Anakin, and then like kind of something happens and he doesn't.
no.
tell
It was
you.
actually at the Jedi Temple. Like he was trying to meet him supposedly. Yeah.
Oh.
Because he felt, you know, he's like, yo, this guy's the one. He wanted to see for himself.
Isaiah, he's
Yeah,
Neo.
He's like, yo, bro, this guy is gonna be something. He's gonna take state.
He's gonna
He's gonna take state. Yeah, but Tales of the Sith, that would be, because you know they're never gonna introduce Plagueis into a movie or TV show like we thought Acolyte.
Oh God! Almost. Oh, there's a charger. Yeah. So the best thing for chargers is either a laser cannon or an orbital laser, because it'll focus on whatever's the biggest, and that, like you can see here, it's gonna just cook it. I think there's a way to kill it with the shotgun right in the face. Oh God, it's coming at me! Ah! Oh God!
No, the best thing is the arc. Whoa.
The arc against the charger.
It's like 3 hits.
And the building
And
construction.
the Quasar,
construction is
that
all
one
good.
too.
That's what I was saying. The Quasar, the orbital laser, and then
Yeah, because the Quasar, if you
there's
headshot
supposed
it,
to be, like,
it'll
some-
knock it out. Like his face comes off completely.
there you go. Heard it from the Sith
Yeah.
himself.
There you go, tip of the day. Shoot it in the face.
Sith tip
Yeah,
of the
shoot it
day.
in the face.
Shoot it in the
Or
face.
else. Face.
Prove to yourself that you can shoot things in the face.
I'm an expert.
Trust me, I've played this game one time.
One time only.
Trust me, I've killed roaches in my house.
Yeah, but the replay value on this game is crazy. Like, you already get your money.
Okay, well, let's talk about that. So, like, do you think it's gonna get old after time doing the same stuff over and over again. I mean, it's technically not always the same stuff, but like we have like what 3 or 4 mission types, and then it's kind of the same missions with the bugs and the bots, and so like how do you change this up?
Well, the only way you can do that is one thing: new maps, new enemies. I think they have to go
Well,
to
even
Earth.
some of the maps now, like the super Earth.
Yeah, you got to think about like they have so many planets for the bugs. I'm sure there's a bunch of planets for the humans, and they can invade, and we're just like going in there trying to defend.
I mean, maybe that's like an end game type thing. Maybe that's like a season,
Yeah,
like 3 years, 4 years in or something. You know?
I don't know.
Because I mean, this game, like we said before, this game was like a top-down strategy kind of thing, and then it turned into this, which is amazing. I mean, it's kind of become PlayStation's Halo.
Yeah, isn't it the bestseller already for sales?
Not sure if it's the best seller.
I think it is.
But I don't know. It's definitely the top selling game right now, I think. But I just think it's cool, like from where this game was to where it is now, and just like I love that you can see your ships. It's simple, but let us know in the comments. We don't know how long we've been talking, by the way. We just finished 2 missions, but what do you think of Helldivers?
Yeah, what do you think about it?
So
I need
to know. I need to know
your opinion.
I need you to validate my feelings.
Feel like I'm doing something right with my life.
The only way we know we're doing well is if you
Bro,
say
you need to get
something.
some samples, bro. Your ship is... You got nothing on your ship. Like a crack house down here, bro. I'm looking for the corner guy.
Really? This
Hey.
guy. This guy.
Hey, yo, you gonna go to the store?
This guy.
Oh, let me talk to this guy right here. Yo, you got any spare change? We're gonna start a GoFundMe for Kyle's ship.
Well, the problem is like everything costs what?
Yeah.
60 samples.
Yeah, I
whatever?
know. And every like you have to do like this farming method where you go like on suicide with just me and you, and then you just kind of like have to run and collect all the super samples, and then pray you get on the ship. Just keep wasting time until the ship comes down on its own, and then you leave. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can get samples to upgrade your ship, like we said. But yeah, I think we'll wrap this one up.
Yep.
That was Knights of the Hollow Table, episode 1. We're not sure how long this is, and
This is a pilot.
This
is
is
the pilot.
pilot. This is the premiere.
This is
You know,
a little taste.
might have more people on too. Might have different people on. We'll see. But this is kind of the thing we want it to do, and we think it's gonna be fun doing a podcast playing video games. You know, sorry if it's been kind of weird because this is our first time doing this kind of thing and playing a game. By the way, like I said, props to everyone else. It's hard to carry a conversation and do this.
What do I do with my hands? I don't know what to do.
Normally there's a lot more trash talking. Just let you know.
G-Ray, this is Disney right now.
But
Literally.
this is.
Yeah. This is,
I don't know. This
this is Moana. I'm like Moana mode
lately.
right now. I'm not even. Yeah.
Moana, Kris. That's
We
funny.
do this hollow table after dark. That's gonna be a little different.
Hollow table after dark. There we go. Hollow table with some bourbon or something. But you see the blood stays on you. This is kind of cool. It's a cool thing they brought back. They used to have it in, took it out. But yeah, it's like a badge of honor. Anyway, well that's Knights of the Hollow Table, episode 1. Until next time, we'll see y'all. Peace.